Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys what my August TBR is. Now this month is going to be very different from other months because I am doing Bookish Jeopardy with my online book club, We Be Booking, on Facebook. So I'm set on a team. My team is Tequila Mockingbirds. You get it? To kill mockingbirds, tequila mockingbirds. I thought that was a funny name. But anyways, my first prop that I picked the other day is main character for 100 points. So I have to read a book that has a main character that's a male. So my first book that I started a few minutes ago for August is Second Glance by Jodi Picoult. It's really good so far. I'm only on page 12, but I love this book so much. It's getting really interesting. It's kind of like a thriller horror story in a way. So this is only the second book by Jodi I've been reading, and I really like her books so far. But I'm going to show you guys my other books that I'm hoping to read this month for Bookish Jeopardy. A Bend in the Road by Nicholas Sparks. I really love Nicholas Sparks books. I have read A Walk to Remember, The Lucky One, The Last Song, Safe Haven, Every Breath, 2x2. So I'm a big Nicholas Sparks fan, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one by him. And then my other books for this month are Traitor's Pawn by Lisa Harris. I got this for free through Revel Books when I requested a few books to review for them. So once I start this book, I will post it and tag them in the post on Litsy and Instagram and Facebook. And then I will let them know what my review is by posting it not only on their website, but also on Goodreads and Litsy. I think those, and Library Thing too. So I'm really excited to get to this one. This is like a mystery thriller about an FBI agent that arrives in Texas, and he's forced to find the man who is selling encrypted government secrets to the Chinese. Now we know this country has dealt with the Chinese for a very long time, so I feel like this book, we could all relate to it this day and age. So I'm really looking forward to reading that one. My other books are The Waifu Knew Too Much by Michele Campbell. I am a big Michele Campbell fan. I loved It's Always a Husband, and the other one, She's Last to Know or something. I really love her books, so I'm anxious to get to this one. I won this arc on Goodreads back in May, so I'm really anxious to read it, and they gave me a free bookmark. Isn't that cool? I love when you enter giveaways and the publishers give you freebies with the book. So I can't wait to read this one. This is also a buddy read for Bookin' Buddies, which is a sister group to my online book club, We Be Booking. So I have to get to that one eventually this month. I'm hoping to get to it this week since the buddy read ends on Friday. So my other books for this month are Picture Perfect by Jodi Picoult. This was given to me, as well as the current one I'm reading was given to me by my friend Erica that I went to school with. She was getting rid of a bunch of books and she asked me if I wanted any. I said sure, just send me the pictures of it. So she did, and I picked out what ones I wanted, and she dropped them off for me back in February. So these two are part of that stack that she sent me. This book is about a woman who is a anthropologist and a man, one of Hollywood's hottest actors, that they film a motion picture in Africa, and they share childhood stories, they toast to the future, and declare their love in a fairytale wedding. So this one sounds really nice. Plus, I thought it looked more like fall, like yellow, August, so that's why I picked this book to read this month. My other books are Dijon by Nicholas Sparks. I've seen this movie several times, but I've never read the book. I found this book on the free books table at my local post office last year before COVID arrived. So I was able to pick this one up, and I will probably end up keeping them. A lot of Nicholas Sparks books I end up keeping because I love them so much. Next book is Mockingbirds Song by Wanda Brunstetter. She is my favorite Amish author of all time. She is exploring the mystery genre as well as Christian and romance genre for this series. This is book 2 in the series. I read book 1 back in March. It was okay for me. I rated it 4 stars because I felt like the mystery wasn't there for me. So I'm hoping that this one will be really good as well. There was a big twist at the end of book 1. So I'm hoping that she'll cover that twist in this book. It's about a girl named Sylvia who has been nearly paralyzed with sorrow and anxiety since the tragic deaths of her husband, father, and brother in a tragic accident. It was really sad. I cried through that part of the book, so I'm really hoping that this book, it's only book 2, I hope they pick up from there. Because some Amish authors try to do series and it doesn't work out for them. The other 2 Amish books I'll be reading this month are Stitches in Time by Susan Woods Fisher and 2 Steps Forward by Susan Woods Fisher. I got these free through Revel Books website because I requested them. So I can't wait to read these and see how they are. And the last 4 books of August are Flight of Fancy by Laurie Alice Eakes. I've never read books by her before. I got this as a as a Christmas gift back in December. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. If I love it, I hope to get her other books in this series. This book is about a woman that may be a bit blue stocking, whatever that means, but when a man is near, love seems to be a fine alternative to passion for Greek and physics of flight. So he's like a flightman and falls in love with Cassandra in Victorian, I think it's set in Victorian Era. Yeah, 1812. So it's set in Victorian Era time like. So I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. Fix that there for a bit. That's a little better. Not really, but okay. My other books for this month are Love on the Line by Deeanne. I read a book by her back in, was it March or February, and I really loved it. So I'm hoping I'll love this one too. This is a historical fiction book set in Texas in the I'm not sure. It has to do with trains and the early telephone, so I think this is like the late 1800s. So I really hope that one will be good. And my last 3 books for this month are Out of Embers by Amanda Cabot. This one I got free through Revel Books as well. It's about a girl named Evelyn that 10 years after her parents were killed, she is homeless. And the orphanage that she's at is her refuge and her workplace, but then it gets burned down to the ground. And only she and a young orphan girl have escaped. So she's convinced that it's related to her parents' murder 10 years earlier. So she flees with the girl to Mesquite Springs in Texas Hills country and finds shelter in a home in Wyatt Clark, a horse rancher whose plans don't include a family of his own. At first, Evelyn is a distraction, but then she starts to fall in love with him. So this book sounds really good, and I can't wait to read it. other books that I got from Revel are The Happy Camper by Melody Carlson. I've never read a book by her, but this book sounded so good that I just had a request to read it. It's about a woman who is hoping she can leave her disappointing career and non-star love life behind to help her grieving aging grandfather on his small Oregon farm. Sadly, he passes away though, so she is in charge of all his estate and everything because her mother isn't able to because she's doesn't really say what she is, but Dylan falls in love with her ex-boyfriend that works at a local hardware store. So this book sounds really good. I think it's more of a contemporary read than it is and also a romance. It says it's contemporary romance on the back, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. And I picked it for this month because I thought it had like August / pre-fall colors on it, and I thought it was just so beautiful. And my last read for August will be A Distance Too Grand by Regina Scott. This is about a woman who's a photographer, or her father was a photographer. It's set in 1871 Grand Canyon. And since she's big enough to carry his equipment, he dies, and she's determined to take over his profession, starting with fulfilling the contract he signed to serve as an army survey of the North Rim of the Grand Canyon in 1871. So this is a historical romance, historical fiction book. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I love the cover. I think the cover is just so beautiful. So those are all the books that I will be reading this month for Bookish Jeopardy. I'm hoping the rest of these books will fit the props that I have to do or that are on the board for my team. I'm not really sure what prop I'll pick next because we don't know what the prop is until we select a 100 to 1,000 number under that category. It's like regular Jeopardy. So if you watch regular Jeopardy, you know what I'm talking about when I say like 100 to 1,000 in each category. I'm glad I picked the prop that I did though, because it seems very simple to me, and I hope to get this book done today. There's only like 11 chapters. It has like 498 pages. So I'm pretty confident that I will get it done today, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, that's it for now for my August TBR video. I'm not sure what other videos I'll do for this month since August, September, October, November, December are usually pretty busy for me. But I will continue doing the TBR videos. I know a lot of other booktubers are stopping with their TBR videos, but if you love TBR videos every month, please let me know in the comments below, because if you're looking for a new booktuber to watch, then that would probably be me. If you love TBR videos and everything, I try to keep videos that I know people would be interested in. Like, I'm interested in watching TBR videos, reading vlogs and all that. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to do as many of those as I can. Usually Tuesday and Fridays are the only days that I film, but today's Saturday, so I thought I would film this video on the first Saturday ever. So that's what I'm doing. But if you guys love the books that I picked to read this month, let me know in the comments below, or let me know what ones you have read before, and let me know your opinions on them. I will definitely let you guys know what I end up rating these books toward the end of this month. I wasn't able to do the July TBR wrap-up this year for my channel. July was a crazy month. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope August is good to you, and let's all hope and pray that COVID goes away so we all can enjoy holidays with our families this fall. Bye, y'all.